Hello everyone, my name is Ian, and today I'm going to be talking about starting over, and this is also an update because I know I haven't posted much lately. Now, I know I probably don't look the best right now. That's perfectly okay. But I just really wanted to make a really big update because a lot of things have happened since I made the last video I did, or since I posted it, or since the last video I talked in, really. But, so I never talked about coming out to my mom, and that was something that I had a couple problems with. Like, my mom and I have always been super close. I feel like me coming out to her kind of separated us a little bit. But, my mom said she's fine with whatever I want to do, but she's not going to act upon it. So the pronouns, the even thought of going on testosterone anytime soon within the next 5 years or so, is completely out of the question. And that is just like, makes me feel really dysphoric, and I had a lot of problems with this a couple months ago, but like things have calmed down a lot since then, and I'm a lot more comfortable now than I was. I also haven't been talking to my parents much lately, so I've been pretty used to my chosen name, my real name really, and my preferred pronouns because, and this is something that I wanted to talk about. I just got back from camp today, and yeah, I go to summer camp every year, and it made me realize just how nice it is to meet people as a boy. Transitioning in school was so difficult for me because everybody knew me by my birth name and by she, her pronouns, but that's not really who I was. And having to get them, get used to the, reality was the most difficult thing ever. And that's one of the things that, this is one of the big reasons I'm making this whole video. I'm changing schools for the next year. Hopefully I'll be able to completely start over, and things will be a lot easier for me. But yeah, I can't even explain how great summer camp was this year, because I just met some, absolutely amazing people. And the people I knew from before that knew me as my birth name and she, her pronouns, they didn't even care. Everybody was so accepting. I can't believe it. Yeah, I got misgendered a couple of times, but those are mostly by the younger kids, and that's okay. There's nothing I can really do about that. But, I'm just so amazed about how great that was, and it made me really realize that starting over is okay. I don't have to stick with the same people forever, especially the ones that are gonna keep misgendering me when they know that that's not who I am. And I know it's a hard thing to transition into, and I know that I gotta work through it with everybody, but when I'm still this early in my transition and I still have, things were already messing up a little bit with some people, I think it's better to just start over, get a fresh start, new school, new state. So hopefully it'll be a lot better for me. This is a pretty big update. Another thing is that I attended my very first Pride. The Denver Pride Fest in June. It was June 19th, I believe, is the day I went. It was June 18th and 19th, or 19th and 20th, something like that. Yeah, but it was just absolutely amazing. I am so happy. Yeah, you'll probably notice my transgender flag in the background, and I have a rainbow fedora that I got there because, it's cool. But I can't even express how great it feels to be at a Pride. If you have not attended a Pride before, I highly suggest it. It's such a great feeling to know that there's plenty of people like you all around you. And especially if you live in a big town like I do, or I'm moving away, but, where I am right now, there's so many people here that it's just so great to meet all these different people. And I can't really express it. It's just such a great feeling, and you feel like you just belong there so much. It was a really great experience, and I know everybody's afraid of what happened with Orlando, but we can't let fear control us. And like, I know that that was a terrifying and awful thing, but we have to get over it. Like, there's no way that we're gonna keep living if we're always inside a box. Like, that's why we come out of the closet. Really. But, yeah. You'll also probably notice that I am in a lot happier mood than I have been in such a long time, because I finally got my antidepressants and they're working amazingly well for me. And I'm just so happy. Like, it's hard to explain how great it feels to be happy after being like such severely depressed for so long. It's really an amazing feeling, and I'm sure I've said amazing and like I can't express it so many times in this video, but it truly is just one of the greatest feelings to finally feel accepted and comfortable where you are. And like, yeah, my family still might not be completely accepting. I still might have homophobic grandparents. But that's okay. Because they're not me. They don't have to deal with this. Like, it is my life, my body, and I am the one who gets to choose what I want to do with it. That's why I was able to do just so much that I wanted to. And I've gone on a couple trips this summer so far, and I've been able to room with boys because they were group trips, and like, it's just so much more natural for me. And I think that anybody that feels this way too would feel exactly that. Like, it is an amazing feeling to finally get what you want, and if you don't express that, then it'll never happen. I had to fight to be in boys' cabins. I had to fight to be in boys' rooms. Like, it was not something that came easy. But I got it. It's just something that we all need to work out for ourselves. And again, with the whole Orlando shooting and Pride Fest, we can't let fear control us. We can't let fear get to us to the point where we're not gonna get what we want. I've been so much more, like, I don't know, consistent with correcting people when they mess up my pronouns or my name, because I'm not okay with that anymore. Like, I'm not gonna let that slide because that's not who I am. Like, imagine somebody walking up to you, and this is my favorite thing, like, somebody walking up to you saying that you're not who you actually are. And the way that I would explain that, and this is how I've always explained it, is, especially with gender, so right now, where you are right now, if you are a cisgender person, imagine that you were switched into a different body. Let's say you were a male and you're switched into a girl's body. Would that make you feminine? Would that make you feel any less of a man because of how you look? Would that change your person inside? It wouldn't, right? And that's exactly how it feels to be transgender. This was a really long, rambling update video, but I'm so glad I did it because I've been meaning to post on this channel. But yeah, so really all I wanted to say in this video was that I'm in a lot better place than I was, and I got really dark within my first video here and where I am right now. And all I can say is that somebody shared this quote with me recently: an arrow can't go forward without you pulling the bow back first.